All right, so we have the second of seven devotions for the forgiveness reading plan. This one comes to us for Sunday, December 29th, 2019. Forgiveness does not allow abuse. Joseph's own brothers had attacked him, thrown him into a cistern, and sold him into slavery, causing him to be separated from his loving father for over 20 years. And though Joseph had much to forgive, he did not dwell on the offenses. He gained grace from God and let go of what others had done to him. His response is a healthy model for us when we've been hurt or sinned against. We need to let go and then get what we need from God. People who can give. It's a better life. Unforgiveness destroys a good life. Forgiveness creates it. Forgiveness is not denial. We need to name the sin against us to forgive it, as Joseph did back in Genesis. He worked through it, he named it, he expressed his feelings about it, then he let it go. We need to watch out for the resistance that will want us to stay in the past, trying to collect a debt that will never be paid. The reading comes from Genesis 45, 1 through 28. And Joseph could not restrain himself before all those who stood by him. He cried out, "Make everyone go out from me." So no one stood with him while Joseph made himself known to his brothers. He wept aloud, and the Egyptians in the house of Pharaoh heard it. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Does my father still live?" His brothers could not answer him, for they were dismayed in his presence. Joseph said to his brothers, "Please come near to me." So they came near, and he said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. But now do not therefore be grieved or angry with yourselves, because you sold me here. For God has sent me before you to preserve life. For these 2 years the famine has been in the land, and there are still 5 years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvesting. God has sent me before you to preserve a posterity for you in the earth, to save your lives by a great deliverance. So now it was not you that sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh, and lord over all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. Hurry, go up to my father and say to him, 'Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me lord of all Egypt. Come down to me and do not tarry. You shall dwell in the land of Goshen. You shall be near to me, you and your children and your children's children, your flocks and your herds, all that you have. There I will provide for you, lest you and your household and all that you have come to poverty. For there are still 5 years of famine. Behold your eyes and the eyes of my brother Benjamin. See that it is in my mouth that speaks to you, so that you shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and all that you have seen. You shall hurry and bring my father down here." Then he fell on his brother's Benjamin's neck, wept, and Benjamin wept on his neck. Moreover, he kissed all his brothers and wept over them. And after that his brothers talked with him. Now the report of it was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, "Joseph's brothers have come." So it pleased Pharaoh and his servants well. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Say to your brothers, do this. Load your animals and depart to go to the land of Canaan. Bring your father and your households and come to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt. You will eat of the fat of the land. Now you are commanded, do this. Take carts out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and your wives. Bring your father and come. Also do not be concerned about your goods, For the best of all the land of Egypt is yours. The sons of Israel did so. Joseph gave them carts according to the command of Pharaoh. He gave them provisions for the journey. He gave to all of them, to each man, changes of garments. To Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of garments. He sent to his father these things: 10 donkeys loaded with the good things of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain, bread, and food for his father for the journey. So he sent his brothers away, and they departed. He said to them, "See that you do not become troubled along the way." They went out of Egypt and came to the land of Canaan to Jacob their father. They told him, saying, "Joseph is still alive. He is governor over all of the land of Egypt." Jacob's heart stood still because he did not believe them. When they told him all the words which Joseph had said to them, when he saw the carts which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived. Then Israel said, "It is enough. Joseph, my son, is still alive. I will go and see him before I die." All right, so that was 2 of 7, so there'll be 5 more after this. All right, so as always, interested in your comments and prayer requests. So you guys have a great day. Take care. God bless.